Yeah, my comment on the PhD program is that in order to satisfy both accreditation in Jordan and accreditation in the U.S. and to keep our accreditation, we undoubtedly will have to do this not as a dual degree, it will have to be a joint degree.
Joint degree.
Where faculty members will have to have a faculty group from both. Some PhDs have a great deal of courses, which are actually easier in some sense to say we're going to do a joint degree because there's a lot of coursework. But many of them have small coursework and heavy emphasis on research. And so we will need a faculty committee to look at that. We'll put one together, I think.
Yeah, but what would be, we explored this, are we talking about a PhD in?
My feeling would be to do it again in computer science or information science as a start because it's very well defined.
Management information.
And we could include in the information sciences degree, the track or the emphasis would be a degree in management information systems, which would couple well to the College of Business. And also, for some of the students who have gone through the master's or the dual degree, may be eligible indeed for the PhD. And they would be well prepared for it.
I would very much like our university president, Dr. Nabil Fadl, to support this if we think this is the right track.
We had a joint program with that university.
Okay.
But let me say one more thing about the Naval Postgraduate School, because people here probably don't know a lot about the Naval Postgraduate School.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we are no longer just naval. We are not a school. We are a university. And postgraduate is a term that we must have had as a hangover from the British.
And Rob and everybody's here.
So,
but Robert and John will have to respond to this.
Well, it's meant tongue in cheek.
There's no response needed, Chairman. It was a grave mistake on the United Kingdom's part.
The issue, though, for us is that we are also in growth and a transition. Navy, U.S. Navy, Army, Air Force, Marine Corps, or Coast Guard. However, we have 300 international students from 50 nations, many of whom are members of the military, but a large number are government employees from their countries. We'll have close to 2,000 resident students, all graduate, master's and PhD, and has about 1,000 students through distance learning and hybrid programs, which is something we can explore. We can also explore the notion of a hybrid programs mean that the students are dually located from time to time. We bring students for 2 weeks to study intensely, and then they work through distance learning. In many cases, for people who are employed, it's very difficult for them to take 2 years away from studies. And distance learning we are now doing all over. We did discuss it, but not yet.
Now we're also exploring a leadership center on leadership. Maybe you should talk about that.
The concept of leads.
مايكروفون يا حبيبي قلنا بدنا واحد واقف مش قاعد بدي واحد واقف
كان واقف وراح وينه؟ I've had the privilege of joining him as a the old Pentagon bureaucrat. Acronyms is one of these things, the short letters that they mean and other things. And we have a habit of generating in our spare time, and Talal Abu-Ghazaleh is an honorary Pentagon bureaucrat because he cranks out more acronyms than you can keep up with. The overarching theme for us in the development which is emerging